Okay, today's task is the oil cup. This is a 256 oil cup, and man, I got to tell you that this print is really deceiving, because when this piece is done, it's about this big right here. Maybe, if you're lucky, it's that big. This is a very small piece, and it's going to take a little bit of finesse to pull this one off. But I'll tell you, let's take a look at how I'm going to approach this. And by looking at it, this is the giveaway right here. I am going to use a single 45-degree tool to make this piece. 45-degree turning tool will give me the chamfer on the thread. I can turn the diameter with it. I can form this shoulder. I can turn this diameter and break the back side of the hex, all with one tool. So that's the first thing I see when I look at it. Second thing I see is we're going to do it this way. The bar stock in the machine here. Thread exposed. There is a through hole. By putting that through hole in before you thread it, you risk snapping this off because it reduces the cross section of that area, I would say, considerably. The 185 diameter here, trust me, if you were upside down, you can see that says 185. That's 3/16 imperial. Once this is all turned, I'll part it off. I will hold it on that diameter right there, and that'll give me the opportunity to face off whatever remnants are left behind from the parting tool, chamfer the edge, and put the connecting hole in for the cup. Now this little guy screws in to several different locations on your model, and it just simply sits there and trickle feeds oil down onto whatever area it's intended to deliver. Now, in all honesty, this particular part, this little 256 oil cup, can be purchased for $2.50 from the manufacturer of this kit. Just go to their accessory area. But in the spirit of the American craftsman, we're going to use thousands of dollars worth of equipment. We're going to burn up a lot of material, time, frustration, and take hours off our life by creating something too small to even see. I mean, well, that's the way it should be, right? It's no fun spending $2.50. Let's just do it. I'm going to use a hex collet. I'm going to use the material that came with the job, and we're going to go over to the lathe and we're going to make this happen. I am going to single point this 256 thread because I just got to try it. I've never done the thread that small, and I'm going to make a gauge first. I'm just going to take a piece of brass and thread a 256 hole in it. And going against every fiber of my existence, I'm going to use that hole as my gauge, because I don't want to use wires on it. It's only an oil cup. Alright, let's do it. This is going to be a fun one. These are small. Just to illustrate before we start how cruel blueprints can really be, this particular piece right here is being made from 3/16 hex stock, and that head right there will be about that big when we're done. So you can imagine how small this thing really is. For what it is, if you can't get a 256 thread to successfully run, I don't see any reason why you couldn't open that up to a 440, 540, or bigger just to accommodate this. So long as the through hole isn't exceptionally large. 060 drill, that's going to be tiny too. It'll work. Hex collet in the machine, let's do it. This is the tool that I will be doing all the exterior OD work with. 45-degree lead, 45-degree backside, and there is a mild relief on this side of the tool so I can face with it. Now, one of the best ways to use a tool like this is to know the distance between this corner and the tip. That way, as soon as you face it off, as soon as you face your part off, you can simply move in and re-zero your dial indicators, your travel dials, your digital readouts, your drop indicators, whatever. And now you know your tool is right on center with that line. That's exactly what I intend to do here. I will face this part off, move in the adjusted length, work for the thread, work for the OD, and out. Should be simple. And this 256 thread here is so fine, it looks like a bad surface finish. That's all I can say. I did make a gauge offline, and it's a piece of brass with a 256 thread in it. Not a fan of that, but that's how I'm going to do this one. Let's get to it. This is part number 2 in the process. Tried a whole bunch of different camera settings. I have all my drills. I have all my numbers. It is 12 minutes to 12. This is the oil cup. Let's see if we can run through it exactly how fast you can do it. Or not, who knows? I'll leave the material sticking out about 1/2 inch. Face and turn both of the diameters. This will tell you how good your collet is. And I'm going for full cleanup here. By putting a piece of highly reflective anything underneath your part and looking beyond your part, it is relatively easy to align any feature of your tool to the face of the part. Now forgive me, I am hand holding this right now. If you can take the light off the top of the assembly, it almost acts like a shadow graph. Take a jeweler's loupe, magnifier, optivisor, whatever you need to do to align the point of that threading tool to the edge of the part. Since the 45° on the oil cup is greater angle than the 30° on the side of the thread, you can go full shoulder with this before you start the thread. So I think I like what I see right there. I'm going to call this thread 0. I'm going to move in 1/8 of an inch, and I'm going to thread inverted and out. And there is my setup. And you can see that is really tiny. I'm looking forward to seeing this work. I've never single pointed a thread that small before, but this should work just fine. Let's see how it happens. Drill setup that I'm going to use for the number 60 drill, and that is an 040 drill, 1mm diameter through the center of that 256 shaft. Just my little Jacob's chuck on my floating arbor. Now this piece right here actually just floats in and out. You can spin it, you can push it in and out by hand, and it gives you ultimate control over that operation. Done. 256 thread on the end. Turned. Bored. Well, not bored, drilled. Through drill on the end. 1 millimeter hole through. 3/8 of an inch long. It is 12 o'clock, straight up. 12 minutes. Wasn't 12 minutes the first time though. Oh, no, it wasn't. Let's look at it on the bench. 1 millimeter hole through the center. 256 single pointed thread on the end. 45-degree transition. Chamfered hex. Drilled for the oil. And a nice cosmetic round on the edge to make it pretty. That was a 12-minute part. Once you get all your numbers set, it's not that bad. Don't be afraid to mess a couple of them up. And I tell you, if you don't have tools or skills to do a 256 single point thread on it, do it with a die. Just make sure to turn the die around and get as much thread as you can on the end of that once you're done. 2 more to do. And check that one off the list. Thanks for watching. Again. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Look at that. Are you kidding me?